Keith Sweat cry on every song. Every song Keith Sweat sang, that motherfucker crying on that bunch. So if you listening to Keith Sweat, you heard me? You listening to the motherfucker Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, OJs. What song? The OJs is the group. Name the songs. I need the name of some songs. You heard me? You know, put the group in the songs. Who could do that? Throwback shit. I'm talking about some shit that you think OG Booby Black are like. Johnny B, John B. Up. You heard me? They don't know about this here. Joe. Yeah, Joe. You heard me? I would put a string of pearls right in your hand. Make it on the beach in jet black sand. Yeah, Joe was the shit. You heard me? Stairway to Heaven. That's one. Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, I do what it do. Shout out. All right, Kelly, he the pissing on the kid type nigga, so I ain't fucking around too much trying to fuck with this shit. You heard me? Boys the Men. Boys the Men, ABC, BBD. Y'all remember Boys the Men, the new edition that hooked up? No, the ABC, BBD, Bell Biv DeVoe. You heard me? Yeah. Yeah, man, I need old school music. I need the names, man. I need the name of the songs. Johnny Cash, yeah, Johnny Cash, that's 100. That boy went there, that boy said Johnny Cash. Yup, Johnny Cash a gangster. Man, it's Friday night, and, it's early. So I need to find out, like, who up and who really, fucking with this old school music, man. I love old school music. It's like old school music does do something to your soul. They don't use these, like today's music, they use all this, that can we talk for a minute? Cause I love you, Lenny Williams, just cause I love you. Yeah, Kevin Cameron was the fool. H-Town, you heard me? Fucking right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That boy's me. Jimi Hendrix. Voodoo Child. Yeah, that boy. God, let's chill. Let's settle down. God was the truth. See, y'all bring me back. Some of these songs I done forgot about. So, when I get offline, I might go, fuck, I like say what you do to me. I like and bringing ecstasy. Yeah, I fuck with that. I like. You heard me? Yeah, high C. No, high five. Purple rain. Yeah, you have to put Prince in there. Mary J. Blige, what's the 411? Yeah, all that. Y'all gonna make OG go turn on the radio in here. You heard me? But y'all still ain't say one song that I'm looking for. Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. Yeah, that's a good. It's one song that OG Booby Black like. It's an old school song, and I'm gonna tell you who it's by. You feel me? They have nobody put it up here yet. They ain't even put I'm gonna give y'all a hint. It's a group. My favorite song. When I hear this song, it just make my blood burn. I get chills. You heard me? I feel the song. Man, it made me think about it. No, not Drew Hill tell me. It made me think about all of my old ancestors, my grandmothers, my past people that died. It just do a lot to me. And it's this one song by this group. I'm looking for somebody to put it up there. And it's an old school song. Y'all know what OG Booby Black like? 211 Cupid, multiply. Yeah. Whoa! They said it. He said it, Money Head, but he didn't say the song. Then he came at a maze, but you did say the song. Now, if you can find that song, hey, OG Booby Black gonna salute you. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you said it. That's the group. The group is Maze, but it's a certain song that they sing. G gonna know it. You heard me? Maze and Frankie Beverly. See, people don't know. Maze was in a group. You feel me? It became a group after it was. No, Maze was a group. I lied. Maze was a group, but you had this one singer that was the headliner of Maze. You feel me? His name was Frankie Beverly. And I'm talking about he had that goddamn auto-tunes on lock in his juggler. He was the truth. Yeah, I'm telling them. I'm telling them. At first, I had Cello that it was a group, my favorite group, and I had one song that's my favorite. What? What? That boy that did it. That boy that did it. That boy that did it, man. Let me go. Happy feelings in the air. Yeah, that's my shit, nigga. Judging people everywhere. That's my shit. I listened to that song from a fucking kid, dog. That's all my daddy used to fucking have on. It's maids. We stayed in 12 one, nigga. Then we moving to Magnolia, you heard me? We living up there. We got the motherfucking window bust open with the motherfucking maids out that bitch. Happy feelings. That's my fucking song, bro. No matter what I'm going through, I could take and I could put that song on, bro, and it'll change the way I think about whatever the situation may be about. If I'm down, if I listen to that song, it's gonna lift me up. If I'm mad about something and I listen to that song, it's gonna make me happy. You heard me? You dig? If I'm going through something and I'm about to make the wrong decision, I listen to that song. That song will really make me change my mind, man. Happy Feelings in the Air is a motherfucking classic, like Cello said. But it's something that's embedded in me that, I never forget it. Look at California. Keep looking, keep looking. We own that shit, Cello. Look at California. Yeah. I fuck with that maze though. You know what I'm saying? When I smoke my weed, I get a blunt, you know what I'm saying? Put that maze on, you heard me? You dig, and I be like, I be in that zone. But that's a peaceful place for me. When I'm listening to old school music and I'm smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? I might turn the television on and put it on the Discovery Channel and put it on mute and just watch the animals just running around while I'm listening to Maze in the background smoking the weed. I mean, that's the best piece of my life right there. That's peaceful to me. You dig what I'm saying? I don't have nobody bothering me. I don't have nobody in my ear. I don't have nobody accusing me of nothing. I don't have nobody downing me. You know how people do. You dig? People are down you for any little thing that you do. No matter what you do, they make up stories on you. They talk about you. They talk down on you. You heard me? But you always come out strong. You always stand on top. You always do. Look at OG Cello on that motherfucker. I remember a story about Marcelo. This when he was doing this thing. I'm talking about, he was like, he been that nigga. Because he been, to tell you the truth, Marcelo is like the greatest rapper from Uptown. Because his wordplay is so vicious. You heard me? They don't have a nigga Uptown that can fuck with his wordplay. That nigga wordplay is vicious. If it was a thing going down to where Marcelo and it was a rapper, a great rapper, I have a battle, I'm gonna put my money on Cello because Cello gonna say the slickest shit. That nigga say some shit that you'll go back and listen to. You be like, damn, that shit makes sense. You feel me? Yeah. But I remember a time that, you heard me? That's why I got a lot of respect for Marcelo. You dig? Brick. You heard me? That's what I call him. You know what I'm saying? That Cello a rap name. He always Brick. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? That nigga lay up there. That nigga had a chain, bro, with a number with a number 3. It was a 3 chain with some diamonds, and he on it. That nigga remember? That nigga had a chain with some diamonds in that bitch. Gold chain. I think this had to be like 04, 05 sometime. We in a club called Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Rockefeller 2.5. Yeah. It was no 405. We was in the club Rockefeller. That nigga Cello coming that bitch. That nigga had 2 chains on with the 3s on it. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? The diamond chain with the 3s on that bitch. Man, I told that nigga, I say, bro, I represent, dog. You heard me? I won't buy one of them chains, nigga, if you want to sell it. That's a disrespect to tell a man to sell his fucking jewelry. You heard me? That's a total disrespect. But I have a vibe with, I have a relationship with Cello. I have a relationship with him, you know what I'm saying? He had one with me, so he wouldn't even look at that like no type of way. Man, that nigga told me, that nigga said, yeah, yeah, you could buy it. You could buy it, I'll sell it to you, you heard me? Whatever you, that nigga said, give me 2,500. Some shit like that, some low number he told me. You dig what I'm saying? Nigga said, whenever you get it, just come out, give it to you just like this. That show he ain't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. I witnessed that. Yeah, I witnessed witnessed that, you heard me? Me and that nigga was in Rockefeller, that nigga coming that bitch, fly as a motherfucker. They used to pull up, cocky, big truck hopping up out that bitch. Don't forget niggas like that. I be telling niggas about that nigga Dollar. You know what I'm saying? Dollar was the first nigga I seen with a Titan truck in New York, in New Orleans. He was the first young nigga with a Titan truck in New Orleans, and that nigga had 30s on that bitch. I'm talking about this when Club Key West was popping. This when Key West was popping, nigga. You heard me? That nigga Dollar come around that bitch. You heard me? I never forget this nigga, man. That nigga come in the parking lot. Shout out to Big for buying the badge. You heard me? That nigga come in the parking lot, you know, park that bitch, get out there. Nigga had them dreads slugged up all the way. It was flying. That nigga was on foreign shit waving for a lot of niggas. You dig what I'm saying? You dig? And you know, now niggas will see Dollar just a regular nigga. No, that nigga ain't regular. Nah, Cello ain't regular. Cello ain't no regular nigga. Y'all still treat him the same way you was treating him back in the game when that nigga was doing his thing. You heard him with ball or fall or ball. Y'all remember this shit. Everybody do their thing. Y'all remember Josephine Johnny had the whole Josephine popping. Josephine ain't never been like that since Johnny been gone. You got to give legends they motherfucking day. You got to give legends they props, man. You heard me? We got to talk about the legendary motherfuckers. You heard me? I had a flyest motherfucker in the game that from my motherfucking project nigga named DC. You feel me? DC was the flyest nigga that I knew. Ain't no nigga could fuck with this nigga. This nigga got the Christian Dior fucking jogging suit on with the motherfucking balance to match every time he step out the house, nigga. This nigga stay fly, you heard me? Yeah, man, you dig? And, you know, them the type of niggas that I look up to and I have a relationship with, you know, rest in peace, rest in peace, DC, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my nigga, you dig? That nigga busy, Byron Collins, fly ass nigga, you heard me? That nigga had every color ballot competition they had in the game, you heard me? Every color, that nigga busy was a fly ass nigga. Still to this day, that nigga fly. You know what I'm saying? Nigga know who he is. Ain't about his business. Sort of like me. You heard me? He an OG nigga that just don't, you know, he ain't gonna let nothing go. He gonna stay on his craft with it. But I'm gonna tell you something about nigga from my project, bro. From the Magnolia. You dig? I don't get on the YouTube and do the stories about the people and, you know, I don't do all that. You heard me? Because, you know, I hold a certain respect for everybody. No matter who the fuck they was, they come from out the Jets. You heard me? That's just me. You dig? You know what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all something. Man, don't you know at one time in the Magnolia Project, if you wasn't from back there, you couldn't come back there. I'm telling you the truth. You could not literally come in the project. You couldn't come in back there unless you had a pass. You had to be with somebody to enter that motherfucker. Somebody had to be with you. You did? And that's just the way it was. So, you know what I'm saying? That bitch was a treacherous motherfucking place. I'm talking about treacherous. And I loved it. That's what a nigga had. That was the best place in the world for a nigga to be. To me, that bitch was the best place, you heard me? And it's like, you know, that's what it is. That's why I always respect my niggas from there. I don't give a fuck who they is. And one thing about the Magnolia, I'm going to tell you something, nigga. A lot of niggas ain't saying this, but I'm going to say it. We wasn't the type to kill our own, you heard me? We wasn't the type to kill our own, nigga. No nigga from the Magnolia killed the nigga out the Magnolia, and it was cool. No nigga never done that. I done seen some niggas from other places that kill niggas, bust their fucking head over in the middle of the courtway. They have the DJ the next week. You heard me? Not in the Magnolia. Dog. We ain't kill our own. We had problems. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? We solved that shit some type of way, but we ain't kill our own. You can't go and find no nigga from the Magnolia that killed the nigga from the Magnolia, son. And I'm talking about niggas with names. I'm talking about niggas with that niggas knew about. I ain't talking about no junkie nigga. I ain't talking about no nigga that was a crackhead or nothing. I'm talking about niggas that had names. You never heard of a nigga from the Magnolia killing a nigga from the Magnolia. One thing about us, we never killed our own, dog. Real talk. Yeah, dog. And it's like a lot of us came up like, you know what I'm saying, and some of us still out here. I want to see that motherfucker Gaylord, Joe Gaylord. That's my fucking nigga, bro. I can honestly say Gaylord taught me some shit, and he showed me a lot of shit. He used to have me with him. Me and that bitch used to be shoplifting together when I was a little boy, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Me and that nigga Gaylord used to be doing all type of shit. And I was with him because my daddy used to have me with him because he used to work for my daddy. My daddy was a construction worker. That nigga used to paint the houses and shit for my daddy. Man, that nigga go to the store. Now I'm stealing all type of shit. That nigga Gaylord ain't give a fuck. He used to keep a 30 in his pocket every day. I used to be with Gaylord. He could tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I love the fuck out that nigga Joe Gaylord.